with it? What up with it, guys? It's Angelo Handyman Services back at it again. Isn't that what everybody says on YouTube, man? Some shit like that. Back at it again. Well, we back at it again, man. Just got done with an estimate. Working on a Saturday. Just trying to get caught up with things. And, gotta do what you gotta do. We're gonna be working on like I said, I just got done with the estimate. Already made my stop to the Home Depot, and I'll be going to a job. We're gonna be installing we're gonna be installing a bathroom fan. Now replacing, installing, so we're running some wiring, ducting, venting with a roof vent boot. I'll never like to say, easy job. I mean, every job has its issues. I don't like saying it should be easy, even though it should be a simple job. Usually when I say that, I don't know if that happens to anybody else, man, but usually when I say that, it turns out not to be an easy job. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So, kind of tend to stray from, saying that with my jobs now. But yeah, man, that's what we're going to be doing today. Getting a lot of work coming in. Spending a lot of time on estimates, man. That's like my bane of this business. If you're a contractor, if you love doing estimates, man, let me know. And reach out to me and help me how to simplify things. I got a pretty good system down, but man, it can be taxing, man, on my mental. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of thinking. I actually downloaded, man, I can't remember what it's called. I can't even look right now what it's called, but it's an app, uses AI to do estimates, and I barely downloaded it.
Barely.
Yesterday. Been using it, man. It's good at giving me a general rough idea, as far as what I charge by the hour. I update. Sometimes it puts stuff in there that I really don't even need, or I don't need to charge for. But it allows you to update. I think it's SmartWise. The SmartWise app. I think that's what it's called. And but it helps me get a general idea without doing a lot of the legwork, of looking everything up. It gives me, around where I should be at, I guess. I mean, when I compare it to, my system, which is my, how I figure my estimates. I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to learn, where we're at with that, and I'm trying to be as accurate with the estimate as possible. I'm not trying to get every single penny out of a customer, but I'm also not trying, to screw myself and lose out on a lot of money, man. So I like to be somewhere in the middle, be fair in my pricing, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know what that looks like in the long run. I'm just going through the little trial period, but we'll see, man. Actually, also, I had, sometimes I like to go and just sit at the park, either in my truck or at the table, and, do estimates. I hate being locked up sometimes in a room. I get distracted too easily. So I was doing that yesterday. I was just in my truck, man, sitting, by a river at a park, man, and just kind of getting some things done. And there's a guy that comes up next to me, and gets out of his car. Well, he was with somebody else, or look, there with somebody, and they Oh, he was looking for work. Sorry, backing up. I have to go get my trailer. I left my trailer for to go to Home Depot and get some things, man. I don't always like to take my trailer. If I can go without taking my trailer, then I will. But it yeah, I have to pick up my trailer and go over there. Anyways, he was looking for work, and you know, man, in this industry, it's hard to find good help. Seems like a good dude, man, you know, but he was going through some things, and you know, he was honest with me about everything, and you know, it's a chance that I'll be taking with this guy, man. But because I genuinely like the guy, I want to give him a try, man, and you know, see where that goes. You know, all I'm looking for is a helper. I'm by myself. You know, I'm by myself. That's kind of how I prefer it, man, because it's a headache dealing with people sometimes. A lot of times, inconsistencies and, you know, just the lack of caring is a big no for me, man. If you have no care into the work that you do, if you have no care about, you know, showing up to work when you're supposed to show to work, if you have no care to excel and to learn and to get better, you know, with every job that we do, I don't need you, man. I don't need to babysit nobody. I don't need somebody who lacks any enthusiasm into what they do. Somebody who lacks enthusiasm into, you know, growing and learning. And someone who's just looking for a paycheck, man, doesn't really care about helping me, you know, grow my business and to succeed. You know, when I find that person, man, I promise you, man, they're going to be treated real good. You know, I'm going to take care of them. And I have yet to find that person. And, you know, I'm going to give this guy a chance. I was thinking about taking him with me today, but it's the job that it is. You know, I feel like he'll just be standing around. You know, he may help me fish, you know, some Romex, you know, through the walls, things like that. But for the most part, man, you know, I'm good, you know, for today. But I have another job coming up Monday that I think I'm going to be trying him on. We'll see where that goes. But had a good talk with him. You know, like I said, he's going through some things, and you know, he doesn't even have a ride, man. You know, that's kind of where he's at. And but if he's hungry, and you know, he's really looking for work and trying to get on his feet, you know, we'll see, man. I'm gonna give him a try. Everybody deserves a chance, and you know, if you're trying, you have that want, you know, if I can be a part of that for him, and you know, in turn, you know, he helps me, and he learns. And you know, it's win-win, man. You know, and I'm hoping that's the case. But we'll see. More than likely, I'll be seeing him. You know, maybe not. You know, we'll see. If I like him, you know, I'll give him a try. I won't put him on video or nothing at first. But as time goes on, if I decide I'm gonna keep him, then yeah, for sure, man. I am going to. You know, he'll be on there, no doubt. So maybe I'll see him, maybe I won't. I'm hoping y'all will. I'm hoping he works out for the most part, and you know, we'll see. I'm picking up the trailer. I'm about to head over there to the job, and that's about it for now, man. I'll holler at y'all in a second.
Alright guys, this is just some quick videos, man. I didn't get to get much. Just got caught up in the work. Didn't have time to really get anything. Just got, you know, just trying to get it done. But I'll do better as time goes on. This is just, you know, the beginning. Turned out it was going to be less work. Thought it was going to be another switch, you know, have to run Romex and everything like that. But they wanted it installed where the current light was. Should have asked that ahead of time. This is just, this is all the video I got of it. Good thing is I did get some extra work request, or he wants some estimates on some additional work, so that's always a good thing. And this is just a piece of rotted area where he attempted to repair. He doesn't like as he'll be selling the home within the next year, so he wants an estimate to repair that the correct way, which I will be sending to him. Even though it wasn't all the work that I had anticipated, I did go ahead and get in the discount because of that. Reduce the price for the work that was actually done, not the work I estimated for. But they were nice enough to go ahead and pay me for that full price, which was really cool of them, and it's much appreciated. I love customers like that, man. So we'll definitely be giving them a fair price on the additional work. Once again, I'll do better on the next videos. I'm trying to learn as I go, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.